So I am Jill Manapat. I'm an assistant professor from the UP Department of Mining, Metallurgical, and Materials Engineering. So sa UP Diliman ako, and I've been teaching materials engineering for the last 5 years. So sakto siya kasi ngayong November November ako pumasok eh.
Okay,
So,
wow,
yun.
5 years.
Mm-mm.
So, a couple of questions lang. So,
Mhm.
first start natin question is, for you, what is a teacher change maker? How would you describe being a teacher change maker?
Ala. Hirap na. Sige, siguro a teacher change maker for me is someone who thinks beyond the classroom, parang yung impact gusto niya magkaroon ng impact yung tinuturo niya dun sa students. Parang building the students' capacity to create societal impact. So, describing the teacher change maker, siguro someone who parang the usual change maker na description, someone who thinks larger than themselves, someone who wants to hindi lang do good, pero I think it really boils down dun sa positive social impact. So, yun.
Positive social impact. So, how did your journey as a teacher change maker begin? Paano ka naging teacher change maker? Anong simula?
Simula. I think nagsimula siya nung na-frustrate ako as an undergrad. Parang may mga hinahanap ako ng undergrad na hindi ko nakita dun sa educational system that time. So, nung nagkaroon nung opportunity na makapagturo, parang yun yung ginawa kong mission, kumbaga, na bakit, parang na-curious ako nun bakit ba ganito yung, ba't ganito yung takbo ba't ganito yung pagturo ng mga subjects, ganyan. So, first was curiosity, and then after that was, mas naintindihan ko yung problema, paano ko siya parang ma-address, ganyan. So, yun.
Ayan. So, when you started applying, being a teacher change maker here in BMME,
Yeah.
ayun, ano yung how did you start bringing being a change maker into the classroom?
Into the classroom. So, nung first, actually, nung faculty interview ko pa lang, nung nag-a-apply ako, malinaw yun nakalagay sa resume ko sa CV na yung job objective is to introduce service learning in our department. So, I think that time, wala pang gumagamit ng word na service learning dito sa department. So, sabi ko, that's what I will bring to the table. So, the first semester that I taught 5th year, saka 4th year yung hawak ko dun eh. And then, yung first service learning project namin was Materials Curiosity Fest. So, yun naman, parang we started small. It's like a science fair type of project wherein yung undergraduate students namin, meron silang kanya-kanyang booth, and then they showcase a certain material. In our case, since composites material yung class, parang may advanced composite material na nandun sa booth nila that they're showcasing. And then we invited public high school students dito sa department. So parang nakita nila yung mga materials na yun, interactive yung mga booths, so they were able to touch it, feel it, ganyan. And then very supportive naman yung department. Kaya parang sabi nila, aside from that event, parang pwede na rin daw i-tour yung students sa iba-ibang labs dito sa department. So, dun siya nag-start. Yun yung first na service learning project namin.
Ano ba yung, how would you define pala service learning?
Okay, so yung service learning, it's basically a teaching technique that integrates community service with academic learning. So parang kung ano yung mga concepts na natututunan natin sa classroom na-apply siya ng mga students outside. So either sa community or kung may partner na company, ganyan. So service learning yung tawag yun.
yung sabi mo kanina, yung sa first time that you did it, you invited public high school
Students,
Saan school sila galing? And why did you decide na let's include high school students and you're teaching undergrad?
Undergrad, okay. So, yung high schools na tinap namin, yung nearby UP lang. So, sa KNL, sa Balara, yung mga within the area lang. Kasi kami rin yung, kumbaga, hinatid sundo yung mga estudyante, nag-arkila kami ng jeep.
Wow.
So, yun. Tapos nun, bakit high school students? I think yung ginawa kong challenge nun sa undergrads is that kung talagang naiintindihan nila yung concepts, they will be able to explain the technical, yung mga complicated, supposedly na technical concepts to a high school student and make them appreciate it. So parang yun yung challenge, yung from technical, gawin nilang simplified, pero nandun pa rin yung thought, kumbaga.
How were you able to coordinate with the public high schools? Saka how did you present it to them? Ano yung added value kung magpupunta sila? How did you convince them to be part of it?
So yung coordination, so one-man team pa ako noon kasi first time ko siyang kinundak. So yung section lang, yung classes ko lang yung nag-ano nun. So pumunta ako dun sa mga public high school. First, nagpadala ako ng letter, ganyan. Tapos nun, nagpaalam ako kung pwedeng maki-meet up in person. And then the way I explained it is parang, ayun, introduce ko lang na yung goal niya is parang first time na introduce yung service learning sa department, and then yung added value sa kanila is that their students will be able to learn about these new and advanced materials firsthand, and at the same time really interact with these materials. So, yun.
Actually, very interesting yan kasi with the work we're doing in Calamansi. So yung main school is Sultan Kudarat State University, and they're actually two immediate surrounding high schools
Oh, sakto
in their vicinity.
nga.
Yes, and it's
So,
something na parang, nga, tapos
Pwede.
with the senior high.
yeah.
So,
Oo.
pwede siyang, it's a great, parang
Activity.
idea to share to the teachers also. So, when you were starting, what were the challenges?
Challenges, ayun, yung sa first na Materials Curiosity Fest, mahirap siya kasi nga mag-isa ako. So yung logistics na nag-invite ka ng parang 2-3 schools yung in-invite eh. Tapos nun yung sa transpo, kasi nga yung pag-arkila ng jeep. Tapos nun yung sa mga booths. So yung bawat table and chairs for the students. And then ano pa ba? Basically publicity, ganyan. So yun, yun yung main challenge ko the first time. But eventually, parang nung naging successful yung event, naging maganda yung feedback from the students, the following semester, ginawa namin siya ulit. And then, hindi na ako mag-isa. Parang meron ng 1 or 2 other faculty na nag-join in. And then eventually, natuto na kami na parang yung logistics, ganyan, yung ibang legwork, parang very willing na gawin din ng mga undergrad students. Kasi sanay sila sa org work, di ba? Yung mga student orgs, ang dami nilang events, ganyan. Tapos very, alam nila yung mga strategy sa publicity, ganyan, yung sa pag-post sa social media. So, ayun, yun yung mga challenges and how we addressed it.
In terms of admin level, in working sa department, have there been any challenges and how did you cope with it?
Hindi naman. Kasi fortunately, very supportive naman yung M dun sa mga ganitong initiative. Saka dito sa UP, kumbaga yung faculty, we have, parang independent naman kami. Kung meron kaming initiative na gustong i-introduce sa DEP or sa university, as long as, alam mo yun, aligned naman siya dun sa agenda ng department and UP as a whole, okay lang naman. So, wala namang naging problem in that respect.
How would you advise na, for example, yun sa SKSU, they don't have that kind of autonomy as we do here in UP in terms of sa mga faculty. What would you advise them in handling challenges? Na, siyempre, may mga kailangang approvals and all.
Yeah. I think in that case, kung halimbawa hindi sila independent pa, unahin talaga nila yung kung sino yung approving body. Doon nila muna ipipitch yung activity. Parang sa kanya ipopropose, tapos noon talagang ibebenta niyo yung activity dun sa approving body. Ano ba yung makukuha ng students doon? Ano ba yung makukuha ng school? Kasi usually yung mga nasa taas, ang concern na nila is how the university would look sa public. Kasi sa department level, parang yung concern pa is student learning, mga ganyan. Pero as you go higher, parang the university as a whole na eh. So baka pwede nilang ibenta yung event or i-promote, sige, wag naman ibenta, i-promote yung event in such a way na magandang, ano siya eh, magandang image for the university that you're doing extension work to high school students. So parang yun yung isang avenue na pwede nilang gamitin.
How about naman, your milestones as a teacher change maker? Ano yung masabi mo na, these are the moments na ramdam ko na I'm living it out of being a teacher change maker?
Milestones, okay. Siyempre yung first is yung Materials Curiosity Fest kasi yun yung kumbaga pilot project. And then after that, I would say yung GHTC 2015, so yung Global Humanitarian Technology Conference 2015. So yun yung first time na sumali ako sa conference na yun, and then doon ko na-meet yung mga, as in like-minded people who want to use engineering to create social impact sa marginalized communities specifically. So, after GHTC 2015, so yun talaga yung nag-open ng doors eh, globally. So yung international partners namin, dun ko na-meet. Then after that, yung next na big na milestone would be, yung pag-launch namin nung HEED, nung group, nung 2017. So, HEED stands for Humanitarian Engineering, Entrepreneurship, and Design. And then, we launched it in July 2017. Prior pala nung sa launch, yung isang super milestone din for me. Pero magkadikit lang to eh, during that time din. Nung June 15, 2017. So, yun yung first General Assembly ng mga students ng HEED. Kasi yung first symposium namin was co-organized with 2 student organizations. So one from the College of Engineering, yung Engineers Without Borders Diliman, and then another one from the College of Fine Arts, yung UP Society of Industrial Designers. So nung sa GA, nag-meet yung dalawa. Tapos nun, first time nilang first time ko makita mag-work together, yung engineers saka fine art students. Tapos nun sila rin very enthusiastic sila, nagtatanungan sila, anong ginagawa niyo sa course niyo, ganyan. And then I think yung nakakatuwa dun is they realize there's more similarities than differences dun sa mga ginagawa nila. Lalo na sa industrial design kasi kumbaga sila yung medyo technical na sa FA, ganyan. So parang they could, nakarelate sila sa ginagawa ng IE, ng ME, mga ganun.
Okay. So, milestone. So, syempre iba yung, ikaw mismo yung teacher change maker, but how do you bring that mindset or that attitude to the classroom na ma-encourage din yung students to have the change maker attitude?
How do I bring that? Siguro, be myself. Be yourself. Kasi ang gawa ko pagka, halimbawa, yun sa GHTC, so nag-travel ako abroad. Tuwing nag-travel ako for a conference abroad, for HEED, pagbalik ko, lagi ako may report sa students. So, as in, may PowerPoint yan, ganyan. Tapos yung key learnings, tapos yung mga, yung mga nakita ko doon na programs, activities ng ibang school, saan yung mga communities na pinupuntahan nila. So, pagka nakikita nila yun, parang I'm just hoping na, mas spark din sa kanila na to do the same or something similar.
If you would talk to, imagine that you're talking to the faculty, SKSU faculty.
Okay.
What would you tell them or tips on how to influence the students? Because you're, diba, as faculty, you have the authority in a way in the classroom setting. How would you share your change maker attitude to the students and to your co-faculty?
And to your co-faculty. Okay. Siguro nung hindi ko na kwento kanina nung nagtanong ka how I started. Pero siguro isang ma-advise ko based on experience is on your own din. Parang try to learn as much as you can from people who have parang done what you want to do. Kasi yung akin nung first time ko siyang gawin, nakita ko na walang gumagawa nun masyado dito sa sa UP. Sa department namin, technically wala talagang nagsa-service learning. So, what I did, sa internet lang, parang nag-search ako sino ba yung gumagawa nito. Tapos nun, pagka may kakilala ko, halibawang parang third degree na nga na nag-work for an NGO, ganyan. Ang dami kong kinold email ng mga tao na nandun sa space na yun. Tapos ini-interview ko lang sila, parang trying to get their insights. And then, meron akong vague idea kung ano yung gusto kong gawin with yung HEED before. Pero hindi pa siya HEED, parang idea pa lang. Tapos pinipitch ko rin sa kanila, getting feedback, ganyan. So, mga simula 2012, 2013, ilang years din yun na puro interview lang ako kasi nag-grad school pa ako noon So, hindi pa ako nagtuturo. So, marami akong taong in-email at in-interview. So, if you could probably do the same. I think itong ginagawa ni Civica, itong interview, ganyan. So, malaking tulong siya kasi at least nalalaman nila kung ano yung ginagawa sa ibang lugar, saka kung paano. So, yun, I think, bago ka pa tumapak sa classroom, syempre may class preparation, rin yun So, yun yung isang very helpful na preparation for me. Learning from others.
For the students, how would you, what's your message for the faculty who want to bring the change maker thing to their students?
Message to the faculty for, so halimbawang, let's say na nakapag-prepare ka na for the class, ganyan, nakapag-interview ka na, nakapagbasa ka na, let's not force all our students to parang go into, parang there are different aspects of change making. Hindi lang lahat naka-confine sa marginalized communities, in the same way na hindi naman lahat ay puro research lang, ganyan. So, if they want to be a change maker in the research field, then let them be a change maker in the research field. If they want to be a change maker through design, through whatever they are passionate about. So, then they can be. Parang i-empower natin yung students inside the classroom pa lang.
How about for their co-faculty members?
Co-faculty members who also want,
How to, also get them in the change maker side?
Change maker side, lead by action, ganun. Sa akin kasi noon, parang the first time I did it, hindi pa nila masyadong maintindihan. Hindi naman sila kumontra. Like I said, supportive naman sila. Pero at the same time, parang nakita ko na hindi nila maintindihan. Ano ba yung service learning, ganyan. Pero I did it once, tapos nung nakita nila, ayun na, meron ng mga sumali afterwards. So, in the same way, ganun din, huwag ma-dishearten pagka sa umpisa, parang walang nakikinig. Basta just do it nga, sabi nila. Just do it and then let your actions, your output, results speak for itself.
So yung HEED, tama ba? Ito ba yung class or elective na nabanggit mo before?
Yung HEED, group siya, pero ngayon that group offers an elective course. So may kaming HEED elective course this
So can you talk to them, go through with them what the elective is about and how did it start? How did that collaboration between materials engineering in particular, and fine arts come about?
Okay. So yung HEED, right now, actually, 3 colleges na siya. So engineering, fine arts, and College of Social Work and Community Development. So, CHID as a group, we have 3 main parang specific objectives, kumbaga. Educate, create, co-create, and collaborate. So the first one is to educate faculty and students on concepts of humanitarian engineering, entrepreneurship, and design. Sa entrepreneurship side, specifically on social enterprises. And then after we educate them, parang use the knowledge that they've gained to co-create technological solutions with marginalized communities. And then of course, we do all these through collaboration of different disciplines kasi si engineering ay kumbaga small part lang ng bigger picture. So hindi pwedeng pagka nagbigay ka ng technological solutions, puro tech lang, wala yung social science na aspect, mga ganyan. Kasi of course we're dealing with people when we do this. So yun, yung elective course pumasok siya dun sa first objective namin, which is to educate. So I think the best way to educate students is through, hindi naman best way, pero parang pinaka-efficient way so far is to offer an elective course that's open to everyone. Right now, majority pa rin ng students is engineering kasi it's under Mat-E elective course eh. But in the future, we hope that either more units would open the elective or we could really offer something like a GE course, pero hindi naman siya GE, pero mas general yung course name, parang gano'n.
So yung for teachers who would want to dwell into yung gano'n na ay pwede palang may ganung collaboration between different courses. Kasi like sa curricula sa Sultan Kudarat State University, limited lang yung courses nila. Tapos, pero medyo pwede na mag-connect. Like, most of them have education majors and there's fisheries.
Okay.
And IT. Ganyan. So, what would you say? What would you like to give as words of wisdom for faculty members na who heard your story about HEED and who want to take the similar step?
Similar step, okay. Kung similar sa HEED, I'm assuming na parang marginalized communities din yung focus. So, I guess the first is work with whatever resources you have right now. So, kadalasan kasi parang, kahit dito sa Diliman paminsan yung iba, parang nagfo-focus dun sa mga equipment na wala, na ganyan. Whereas, yung meron ka ngayon, parang you can start from there. And then, after that, kunwari, kung meron silang fisheries and then IT, baka pwedeng magkaroon ng project about combining those two. Na parang, alam mo yun, sa fish farming, meron kang tech na ipapasok para either sa monitoring or sa pag-feed ng fish or whatever. So yun, parang work with whatever disciplines you have currently. And then, kung sakaling may resources pa na kulang, talagang importante yung networking. Nag-work siya for HEED, at least talagang yung connections locally and kung kaya rin internationally. So, hindi naman kailangan lumayo. Ngayon, si Sultan Kudarat State University may connection na with Civica. And then I'm sure si Civica meron siyang network din, di ba? So, magandang starting point din yun. So, yun.
So, yung ito ba yung tatanong ko? Ayun, what would be your other messages or meron po bang gustong i-share sa mga faculty members or maybe not just, maybe even beyond Sultan Kudarat State University? What would be your message for them in terms of being a teacher change maker?
Kapit lang, joke. Siguro, yun nga, once kunwari, nakapagsimula na kayo nung initiative nyo, it won't be easy. It entails a lot of hard work. And I think very important yung starting team. You can't do it alone, of course. So, kailangan mo maghanap ng 1 or 2 faculty members who are like-minded. And be very parang maingat sa pagpili nung starting team. Kasi parang kailangan committed din sila dun sa cause nung group. And ayun nga, parang there will be a lot of challenges along the way, pero parang don't forget why you started it in the first place.
Sige, additional question pala, what are the opportunities that you see for, specific muna, for HEED? What are the opportunities na kita mo na, madami pang pwedeng i-explore?
Okay. So for HEED, marami pa nga kasi in terms of international collaborations, next year, we're partnering with the university wherein mag-work together yung students para ma-expose din sila sa international students, ibang perspective din yun, of course, ibang culture, ganyan. And then, another opportunity is to establish an office of Humanitarian Engineering dito sa Diliman, or right now we're still establishing it within the college muna, sa College of Engineering. So yun yung isang opportunity before we spread out to the university. And then another opportunity, partnerships with other local universities. Yung long-term goal naman ni HEED is hindi lang siya within Diliman, parang ikakalat siya sa buong Pilipinas. Parang may HEED UPD, HEED Cebu, HEED ganyan. So iba-ibang regions kasi ang hirap nung of course, there are marginalized communities throughout the country. Tapos nun si Diliman, nandito lang naman siya sa Luzon. Whereas kunwari sa Mindanao, meron din namang mga universities doon and they know the context better than we do. So parang we can parang capacity building na lang na i-train yung faculty din doon, how to teach humanitarian engineering. And then mas madaling ma-reach yung mga communities. Parang ganun. So yun yung mga opportunities for HEED right now.
How about opportunities for change makers, teacher change makers? Para mas ma-encourage pa sila.
Opportunities for teacher change makers. Opportunity to, in terms of,
or like, what would, parang, if you're gonna sell it to them, being a teacher change maker, what are the advantages or benefits or social impact that being a change maker can have?
Siguro, it puts meaning into your work. Parang mas mas fulfilling yung trabaho. Hindi ka lang as in pumapasok, mag-lecture prep, papasok sa classroom, lalabas, mag-check, tapos repeat the cycle. Parang alam mo na yung tinuturo mo, paglabas ng estudyante ng classroom, may na-spark kang something eh. Maririnig mo yun pagka nag-uusap sila, makikita mo yun dun sa quality of work na sinasubmit nila, ganyan. Tapos paminsan, kahit na tapos na yung course, makikita mo, tinutuloy nila yun. So, as a teacher, parang priceless yung feeling na yun sa'yo eh. That you empower students to make a change in society. Parang ganun. Aside from that, ano pa ba? Opportunities, teacher change maker. Ano lang din siguro, paano ba? Kasi yung teaching, sabi nga nila, parang ang laking, of course, responsibility kasi you can either make or break the future generation through education, if you educate them well or not. At saka yung opportunity to stand in front a large group of people, parang not everyone has that opportunity. Some people are even paid alam mo yun, some people would pay big money to have someone there. Tapos nun, us as teacher, tayo yung nandun eh. So, let's make good use of that opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Okay.